Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Cryptographic Asset Show. We are more than honored to be sitting down today with the one and only Richard Hart. Thank you, Rich, for joining us. So, Richard, I guess one question I'd like to ask is, what is surprising, ironic, novel, and controversial with either you or HEX or in the industry right now?
Okay, we'll need like 22 hours. Cryptocurrency was invented to remove middlemen and counterparty risk. So what do all the fucking retards in cryptocurrency do? They reintroduce middlemen and counterparty risk. Okay, so what do? Okay, we're going to give you yield on your Bitcoin. Give us your private keys. So the stupid fucks, they send their Bitcoin private keys over to BlockFi or Celsius or Cred. Okay, well, Cred goes bankrupt. They owe 150 million. They've got maybe, 10 million in assets now. Everyone loses their money. Who could have predicted that? Everybody. Satoshi could have predicted that. Anybody could have predicted it. The whole system was designed to remove counterparty risk, and these fucking idiots keep reintroducing it. Okay, 42% of all Bitcoins in 2,000 addresses. What? But my decentralization, bro. Where's my decentralization? There fucking isn't any. 42% of all Bitcoin sits in 2,000 addresses. 300,000 Bitcoin sitting in the OKX fucking cold wallet with its multi-sig. But guess what? It's not actually multi-sig, apparently. The fucking founder, Starzu, is sitting in jail, and he has the fucking keys. So there used to be 180,000 Bitcoin sitting in Mt. Gox. Now there's 140,000 because he dumped the market at the beginning of 2018. There's 300,000 Bitcoin sitting in fucking OKX. And these pieces of shit, these centralized entities, are the gatekeepers, right? So, CoinMarketCap gets bought by Binance. Okay, is that good? No. It's a fucking the listing site that compares places you can buy coins got bought by a place you can buy coins. Oops. Okay. Do they make money? How do they make money? Ads. What do they advertise on? Shit that wrecks people and goes to zero, like Yam and fucking all these other scam coins. You get rug pulled, exit scammed, hacked, all this shit. They make money on that. So who's making money on scams? Coin ranking sites. But who's the gatekeepers? Coin ranking sites. That's funny. Well, what page is HEX on CoinMarketCap? Page 3. With a $5 billion market cap, that doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense because they're manually setting it themselves. They don't give a fuck about the math. They're manually setting it. You go to other websites like nomics.com or CoinPaprika or TradingView.com. They do the math more accurately. Oh, look, we're in the top 10. Isn't that funny? Now, do we belong in the top 10? I don't know, $3 billion to $5 billion now of Bitcoin holders minted their HEX on the contract. Is that enough product market fit? Is that enough adoption? While everything else has been failing around us, HEX has been 100% fucking uptime and amazing. What do we have to do? There's nothing left that could be done. Why the fuck are we on page 3? It's disgusting to me. Oh, what, you want us to list on some more centralized exchanges? Like KuCoin so our users lose their money? Like OKX so our users lose their money? It's disgusting to me. So I'm in a decentralized industry designed to improve the fucking world, run by a bunch of centralized assholes that lose everybody's money. Hilarious. Fucking hilarious. So what does HEX do better? Everything. All the liquidity is on-chain in Uniswap, decentralized. There's 30 other exchanges with liquidity too. Maybe 3 or 4 that have good liquidity. But there's $8 million liquidity sitting on Uniswap. HEX made Uniswap popular and was 40% of their trading volume, 40% of their liquidity for fucking months. In Uniswap, there is no counterparty risk. There is no scam wicks. There is no spoofing. It's all on chain. It's all verifiable. You can see when people got in, when they got out, whether they have leverage, whether they made money or lost money, what other coins they hold. It's amazing. It's the most transparent open trading in the entire world. You can't get this level of transparency on the NASDAQ level 2. It's not even available. So HEX has the most open and transparent trades in the world. No off switch, no pause switch, no admin keys, no oracles. What's an oracle? Some guy runs a server, tells the blockchain what the reality is supposed to be. That guy changes the number, whole project dies. Oh, and what is that? All of decentralized finance is that. It all has admin keys. It all has oracles. Uniswap doesn't. HEX doesn't. And almost everything else is fake DeFi.
I want to kind of dig into some of this. So you mentioned that now, are we looking at incompetence, backhandedness in the industry?
All of it. All of that. They're not mutually exclusive. This is You're offering me a false binary choice. You have all of those things. Financial software is hard. Financial software is harder. Blockchain financial service is the fucking hardest by far. So Hex solves fucking everything. But then people just yell scam because I talk about price on the homepage. What is the only thing anyone cares about in crypto? The fucking price. Does anyone talk about their homepage? No, just me. So do you know that Bitcoin drops 85% 3 or 4 times, flash crashes to zero if you go to bitcoin.org? No, you don't. But that shit's written on my homepage because it matters that these things go to fucking zero and flash crashes. It matters that you're going to have extreme volatility. I write that right in the homepage. Do these other assholes write that anywhere on their site at all? No, they don't. So Hex does everything more honest, and yet we're treated like shit by everybody. It blows my mind. So let's talk about incompetence, right? Ravencoin, stealth mine, right? Like, fine. Okay, you want to launch with a stealth mine? That's fine. That's how you secured your bag. Okay, no problem. Inflated 5% from an inflation bug. Dumped it on the market instantly. Why did they have an inflation bug? For the same reason that XLM had an inflation bug, and Bitcoin had an inflation bug, and Monero had an inflation bug. Why? Because inflation bugs are the result of unaudited, shitty software that's spaghetti code with no modularity and no written spec. So all these proof-of-work blockchains, and actually XLM's not even proof of work, they all have these inflation bugs. Hex doesn't ever have those. Why? Because our consensus code is locked and isolated in a contract you can't fuck with. You can't accidentally fuck it up when you're trying to improve the network. But all these other coins, when they try to improve the network, they get inflation bugs, which means anyone can mint as many free coins as they want. Let me tell you how well that works out for accounting software. It doesn't work out so well. They had to roll back the Bitcoin chain in 2010 because somebody minted 20 billion extra Bitcoin when there's supposed to be 21 million limit. A year and a half ago, another inflate as many Bitcoin as you want bug was found by a Bitcoin Cash developer, and instead of using it and minting himself as many Bitcoin as he wanted, he told the core devs about it. He didn't fucking have to. He could have minted as many free Bitcoin as he wanted. And then people say, Bitcoin's the most secure software in the world. No, it's not. It's had 2 inflation bugs. Has Ethereum had any inflation bugs? No. Has Ethereum been forced to roll back their chain? No. They chose to do it once, voluntarily. Bitcoin's been forced to roll back its chain. So, and does Bitcoin have bug bounty program? No. Does Ethereum? Yes. So, like, the fucking crypto community is so stupid. I have to shove knowledge into their fucking heads because what they believe is wrong. They think that higher hash rate protects you, like it's more secure. No, it's not. All the bugs that you get in software come from software bugs that you catch with audits, not with hash rate. Your hash rate doesn't help you at all. Furthermore, hash rate is a fucking protection racket. Back when I got into Bitcoin, it was good to have a higher hash rate because it protected you from other people attacking you, like botnets. So when we had GPU mining, the GPU mining prevented CPU botnets from attacking Bitcoin. And then it got unprofitable, and the ASICs came along. But now, who are the ASICs protecting you against? The ASICs are the assholes, the only people that can attack you from that vector. You're paying a protection racket. You're paying the people to not attack you themselves. No one gets that. So, like, the only thing that SHA-256 hash rate protects you from is SHA-256 51% attacks. And who are the only people in the world that can perform those? The same fucking people that you're paying. And what do they do with that money? Where do you think BCH came from? They tried to kill real Bitcoin with a fake Bitcoin, sponsored by the fucking guys that got rich selling this mining hardware, shipping it to you late, and taking half the profit by doing so. Like, all this shit is insane to me. And I'm the only one talking about it, spreading the fucking truth about it, and no one listens. People are bragging about giant Bitcoin transactions being sent for billions of dollars. It breaks the fucking security model. Bitcoin is not meant to be used that way. So I'm out here retweeting Nick Szabo and saying, hey guys, stop sending these giant transfers. It's worth it to double spend your ass and roll the chain back fucking 20 weeks. It's profitable to double spend and roll the chain back 20 weeks to pretend that shit didn't happen. And then those guys get their coins back. And they split the profit with the miners that help roll back with the parallel chain. But people are too fucking stupid to take the good advice. They're out there bragging about people using the blockchain wrong and fucking over the security model. And me and Nick Szabo are the only guys saying, hey, stop doing that shit. It's like I'm in a world of assholes. It fucking blows my fucking mind. And like you look at the top 10 market cap. It's a bunch of copycat piece of shit cocksuckers that never wrote any fucking code at all. Did Charlie Lee do anything interesting? No, he copy-pasted and changed proof of work. So how many copy-paste fucking copies of Bitcoin in the top 10? BCH, BSV, Litecoin, even Zcash is a fucking fork of Bitcoin. It's just insane to me. These guys never wrote a piece of. I could go on for fucking hours about this shit. There's just so much infinite shit you can write about. It's crazy. Maybe you should go on. Maybe I should go on for hours about it. Is this the type of content that you're looking for? Did the call drop? I don't hear you guys.
I think Justin computer is back to lagging again.
Well, I hope one of you motherfuckers is recording this because that's a golden ass rant, y'all.
I recorded it. Don't worry.
Good. Yeah, I've got infinite content here, guys. Like Hex does everything better, everything, and people just they don't listen. It's crazy to me.
Interesting.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. So my computer's real weird. I had headphones in, and you guys couldn't hear me, but I could hear you. I took the headphones out. Now you can hear me, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, great. I got everything. I was saying to you that one thing I learned early on in the space is that you cannot criticize this space. You can only promote this space. So this is good content. You asked if this is the content I'm looking for. I think we can do a follow-up at some point because we have some articles we want to get done real quick here. So in the next 5 minutes, I guess we can kind of turn the corner and start concluding things. A question I would ask is on the industry side of things. I'm going to ask one concluding comment on the industry side of things, one on the HEX side of things. So now, what's the biggest evolution since you entered the space to now? For me, when I entered the space, it was mostly an American libertarian-dominated movement. Not that that in of itself is a good thing, but there was a notion of liberty, freedom, and decentralization, as you noted. Now, what do? We cheer on the Chinese central bank for creating privacy digital or a spy style digital currency. We cheer on the Fortune 100 companies for creating, for instance, a digital passport. So when we go and see a concert, we are being tracked by what they call blockchain software. I would probably say this is just a buzzword at this point. Anyway, go ahead.
I remember when Bitcoin was going to replace PayPal. Now everyone's sucking dick that you could buy fake Bitcoin there. You can't send a Bitcoin, and you can't receive Bitcoin. But because the Bitcoin name is tied to their fucking IOUs, oh, we made it, boys. We made it. Bitcoin's on PayPal now. No, it's not fucking not. No, it's not. You can't receive it or send the fucking shit there. You can buy their IOU that they labeled BTC. It's disgusting. So, I'm a cypherpunk. I believe in personal freedom and liberty. And I also believe in mad gains. And they're totally compatible with each other. Totally compatible with each other. And if more people believed in those things, people wouldn't lose all their money in OKX. They wouldn't lose all their money in QuadrigaCX. They wouldn't lose all their money in Cryptopia. They wouldn't lose all their money in BTCE. They wouldn't lose all their money on MacOx. On down the fucking list. They wouldn't lose all their money in Cred. They wouldn't, if people would stop using unaudited software, they'd stop getting rug pulled. I've seen so many fucking rug pulls and if people would just listen to me, they would all be so much richer. It's crazy. So the biggest thing that changed recently is that now the decentralized finance, Uniswap, and Similar is killing the centralized exchanges, and good riddance because they suck balls. They're the worst pain point in crypto. The exchanges are the worst pain point in crypto. They de-anonymize you. They make you beg for your fucking money. They lose your money. It's absolutely disgusting. So the biggest, thickest order book in the world right now for Ethereum is the $1.5 billion of Ethereum that's sitting on Uniswap, ready to trade right now. There's no thicker order book in the entire world. And it's that way for not just Ethereum, but many other coins as well. That's a game changer. And anyone can deposit and become a liquidity provider, automated market maker on there with basically no work at all. So it's changed everything. So the exchanges are fucking scared for their lives because once DeFi takes over, so Hex is the world's first blockchain CD. We're taking over time deposits. We also do all the other payment shit, mostly better than Bitcoin as well. Yay. But just because the ERC20s are fucking great, which is why 7 of the top 11 currencies are currently using or primarily used to use ERC20. It's really good.
Could you go on a little bit about PayPal real quick?
Sure. Well, yeah, you can buy fake Bitcoin there and hold fake Bitcoin, but you can't deposit real Bitcoin, nor can you receive real Bitcoin. So what is it actually? It's a joke. Like there's no actual Bitcoin there. Like apparently their terms of service say that they will hold a physical Bitcoin equal to your deposit amount, but not your keys, not your coins, bro. It's really that simple. Bitcoin was designed to get rid of middlemen. What is PayPal? A fucking middleman. That's simple.
So what people would argue is that it's a tool for mass adoption, that the retail public can now participate in Bitcoin and have some exposure to Bitcoin. Why is that not necessarily a good thing from the cypherpunk point of view?
It is a great thing from the perspective of potential appreciation. It is a horrible thing from the perspective of we're trying to replace all these fuckers. We're trying to get rid of these rent-seeking, censorship-friendly fuckwits. Like that's the whole reason Bitcoin was invented, is to get rid of these guys. So yes, I'm glad that your bag's pumped because one of these evil guys decided to buy a bag as well or support other people buying virtual bags through them. Great. But in the end, they're not your friend. They want to rent seek your ass. They want to make yield on you. They want to de-anonymize you. They want to sell your data. They're not your friend. They want to make money on you. So there's a reason they don't let you deposit real Bitcoin. There's a reason they don't let you withdraw real Bitcoin because they need to stay in the middle to make money. They don't want to give you your freedom. When you have your own wallet and you have your own keys, you have freedom. You have control. They don't want you to have control. They want the control. Because they stop making money if they can't stay in the middle.
Richard, could you take it on the chin quite a bit in this space? Could you basically defend yourself in these remaining few minutes that we have?
Sure.
And perhaps also from like the perspective, do you have any insights into why you've taken it on the chin so much during your career?
If you're in the crypto space, you will be hated, and I don't care who you are. If you're in any space and people detect that you exist, they will hate you. If you go on Donald Trump's Twitter and you read what they say about him, it's terrible. If you go on Biden's Twitter, everyone calls him a pedophile right on his Twitter. Everyone out there is a piece of shit, basically. So if you have a public identity, you are going to be violently hated by thousands of people, no matter what you do. Vitalik is still called a scammer to this day. Writes open source software, donates money to longevity research. No one gives a fuck. Everyone calls him a scammer. Why? Because all they really want to do is look cool to their friends and perhaps pump their bags. That's all they actually give a shit about. They have no actual dedication to the truth. The truth in regards to me is I retired 6 years before Bitcoin was fucking invented. I've mined full blocks on my own with no pool. I've written 2 self-help books. You can download them for free at t.me/scivive. I've got dozens, maybe hundreds of emails from people whose lives I've changed, helping them quit video games, have better relationships. Now people are paying off their student loans with my invention that I brought into this world through my hard effort to benefit people and give them millions of dollars of value. I invented something that is now worth billions of dollars out of my brain with new game theory and new code, and it has got 2 security audits and 1 economics audit. Bitcoin has none of those things. When I got into Bitcoin, I could mine it for free. Go get some free Bitcoin now. You can't. It's not a thing. So if you want free HEX, they're free. You can, if you're a Bitcoin holder, you can mint your own HEX for free. And 300,000 Bitcoin has, which is about $5 billion now. So I'm out there giving free advice, free videos, free price calls. I called the $20,000 Christmas when the price was $4,000. Everyone else got it wrong. I called the multi-year bear market at 8,500. No one else had the balls to do it. I've tried to help people not get scammed by things like IOTA, which manually shuts their network off whenever they want because it's run by like 2 dudes. I'm out there kicking ass serially for an entire lifetime, giving everyone free everything. Free price calls, free videos, free books, free coins, giving people wonderful fucking advice. And I'm yelled at by scumbags who are giving nobody anything. So I'm the guy with the self-help channel. Go to my YouTube and look backwards and look at my oldest videos and see what I care about. I care about making the world a better place. I've been retired for 20 fucking years. Now I'm just doing HEX for glory.
Okay, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back a little bit. Okay, so we have these, I'm calling them false prophets, in the space who do not take it on the chin as much as others. Like Vinny Lingham, for instance. He's partnered with Apple and another big company to bring contact tracing apps to our cell phones, and he basically gets free public relations style articles published in Forbes. Or there's Pompliano, for instance. So Pompliano just interviewed the founder of the Carlyle Group. That's very ironic to me. It was on Vets Day. Pompliano was a vet. Carlyle Group creates a bunch of invests in a bunch of weapon systems. The Carlyle Group founder would not give a damn if Pomp had been blown up while he was overseas. Yet Pomp was like groveling at his feet. You called PayPal evil. You mentioned Vitalik. Vitalik wouldn't call these big companies evil. So, like, do you think there's maybe something deeper going on in why you are up against so much compared to someone like Vitalik or Pompliano or Lingam?
Well, I have fuck you money, and I will speak the truth because that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you the truth. Other people are soy boy, kind of cowardly. They're not willing to have combative types of conversations. I love it because I win every confrontation I have. If someone debates me on a live stream, they lose. I don't care what we're talking about. We can talk about hot dogs. It don't matter. If someone disagrees with me, they're losing because I usually am right and they're usually wrong. Maybe it's because I spend all day reading. Maybe it's because I was born with a high IQ. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is I want to spread the truth. I've got an audience. I tell them the truth, and I've been right over and over and over and over and over again, and everyone else has been wrong. Satoshi Light, founder of Litecoin, when HEX was launching, said HEX was a scam. Avoid it. My coin's up 70x over his coin. Where is that bitch now? I don't hear him talking. I don't see him responding in the thread. Fuckboy came and cost people the opportunity of a lifetime. Cost them a 263x in a year if you took his advice. If you took up my advice, you're up 70x over him. So, like, at what point does this bitch apologize? He won't because he's a fucking coward. And we're an industry of fucking cowards, and I am not one. And the people in HEX are not. Basically, if you watch HEX content, you're watching a lot of military guys. Almost everyone that makes HEX content is ex-military. I don't know why. It's just how it is. We're hardcore motherfuckers.
You've been listening to the Cryptographic Asset Show. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.